If you are in the real estate industry and you're wondering how 2025 is going to change the way you do your digital marketing and rank on Google, I'm going to cover 5 predictions and 5 tactical things you can start working on because AI is going to be a bigger deal than ever, and you want to make sure you're staying ahead of the competition. My name is Jacob, and on this channel, I talk about how to rank on Google and YouTube if you're a real estate agent, investor, or developer to help you get more leads organically and close more deals. Let's get right into it. Number 1, you're going to see more AI overviews. And you've probably seen some of this before. Now, if you go on Google and you search for something, sometimes Google will give you an AI written answer right at the top. Here's what that means. You're going to see fewer clicks onto your articles and onto your website. We're going to see people just reading the AI overview to get the information they want. Now, if Google cites you as a source, you might still get some traffic from people clicking onto your website because they want to read more information. But overall, I would say you can expect fewer clicks if someone is searching for something and there's an AI overview. Now, here's what you want to do about it. Focus more on the questions and the searches that are highly nuanced and difficult to answer in a quick couple of sentences. For example, how many people live in St. Louis? It is not a great idea to go create content for that search term because it is very quick to answer in one sentence. Someone can search for that, get the answer right away from AI, and then boom, they got what they wanted. A better example would be something like, what are the pros and cons of living in St. Louis? That's a way better example because there's a lot you can unpack there. And even if there's an AI overview, there is a lot of nuance and detailed information you could cover in an article like that. And it's highly subjective. What one person says might be different from someone else. So in a piece of content like that, you want to be thorough, leverage your experience and your expertise in whatever your market is, and focus on giving all the relevant information someone would want to know if they're searching something like that. Number 2, we're going to continue to see a lot of shitty content written by AI. We're already seeing this, and I think it's just going to get worse. You're going to see tons of these articles and web pages that are poorly written. They're very generic. It might not even be accurate, and overall, it's just very unhelpful. And you're going to see more AI content just flooding these websites that really says a whole lot of nothing. Now, here's what you want to do. Focus on differentiating yourself by making content that is helpful, detailed, and thorough to make it as high quality as possible. As more people just write a bunch of articles using ChatGPT that's bland, boring, doesn't give a whole lot of information, you want to go the opposite route of getting into the nitty-gritty details. You want to cover all of the nuance and all of those minuscule little things that other people don't cover in their AI content because they don't even know about it. I'm not going to lie, making good content is hard. It is way harder than just going to ChatGPT and writing an article. It takes longer, you got to do your research and your fact checking, and it's expensive if you're using writers to help you with all this because they got to go through their whole research process, and it takes a lot more time invested into an article to make it really, really good. But it is worth it to spend the time, energy, and money on creating content that is really, really good. It is helpful, and it gives your ideal clients everything they would want to know for whatever it is they're searching for. And we're not just talking about the actual words. Use images, make your own graphs and infographics. It'll also help you get more business because if you give someone all the information they're looking for, you're going to build a lot of trust with that prospective client. And if you have any questions or confusion about this stuff, let me know. Just send me a text, send me an email. I'm pretty quick to respond if you want to let me know your thoughts on any of the stuff I'm covering today. Number 3, AI will play a much bigger role in the way we use search engines and large language models to get information. As we start to see platforms like SearchGPT and Perplexity, there's going to be more people who start using AI platforms to search for information and not just using Google. So what you want to do is make sure that you're writing content that is optimized for search engines and large language models. I highly recommend using a tool such as Rankability for finding natural language processing keywords in your content. Now, these NLP keywords are how Google and all of the AI platforms basically read your content to figure out what it is about. Now, if you're covering a specific topic and you're using all of these relevant NLP keywords when you discuss it, you're casting a wide net of all the potential search terms someone could look for that would lead them to your content. Now, if you're using NLP keywords, you don't just want to write content and look at the NLP like a checklist of, hey, here are all the words you just want to jam in there wherever you can. Think of the NLP like the topics you should cover in your content. So you should use these from the beginning when you create your outline of everything you want to cover. Make sure you're using those relevant NLP keywords wherever they are necessary. But here's the thing, the NLP should not dictate the whole piece of content. It should give you a starting point to discuss these topics and then expand on them so that someone can read your piece of content and walk away more informed and knowledgeable than they were before. Because when you have an NLP, yes, it could be a great topic to cover, but there's going to be a lot of other topics you discuss within that section that probably don't show up on Google. So you want to try to have these gaps in your content where you're discussing stuff that other competitors are not. When you're using rankability, you want to see a lot of green on that page, but you also want to see a lot of white areas where you're discussing something brand new and original that's relevant to your content. So to reiterate, use the NLP recommendations as a starting point and then expand on them where necessary. What else can I cover in this paragraph that someone would want to know if they're in the process of buying, selling, building, investing, whatever it is for that piece of content? Now, number 4, the SERP features on Google will continue to change and have more features. So what I mean by that is that you're no longer just seeing, 10 different results on the page of Google when you search for something. You might be seeing a local pack, an image pack, a video pack. There might be an AI overview. There might be an ad section. There's more stuff going on the page than just typical websites and articles that are ranking. So what that means for you is that you want to be able to rank in multiple ways. So if there's a map pack, make sure that your business shows up on the maps. Of course, you want to make sure your articles, landing pages, or your home page is ranking for whatever the search term is. And keep in mind, you can also rank with YouTube long form videos, YouTube shorts, TikToks, images, Instagram reels. There's a lot that can rank on Google from these outside platforms that people will click on if, for example, they want to see a video about the topic and not just read about it. So you want to use these different types of content to your advantage, because it's great if you can rank your article number 1, but what if you can rank your article number 1, you can rank images in the image pack, you can rank a YouTube video or 2 or even 3, and that way you're dominating the real estate of that search page with all of your content. Now, number 5, brand and website authority will play a big role in who ranks and who doesn't. When you're writing content, don't just think about how you can rank this one page number 1. Think about how you can grow your website authority, your brand awareness, and keep people scrolling and clicking around on your website. And don't just grow your website. If you're not on YouTube or you're not on social media, you want to focus on building those too so they can all build off each other and grow your brand awareness. You want to make sure your websites are designed to be easy to use, they load fast, it's intuitive so someone can scroll and click around and easily get the information they're looking for. The more people scroll on your page, they click some links, they click some buttons, all of that sends Google positive signals that your content is good, people like it, they're interacting and engaging with it, and that is a really big factor in getting to number 1 on Google and staying there. Basically, you want to make sure that your brand and your website is stronger than someone who just slapped together a website in one weekend and filled it with a bunch of generic AI content. And if you're trying to figure out how you know your content is good, ask yourself this: when you publish a new article or a new page, would you send that to your friends, your family, your colleagues? Would you post it on Facebook or Instagram so your clients can read it? And if your answer is, I don't know about that, you might want to spend some time to make that content better and make it as helpful and thorough as possible. Think of your content as the embodiment of your brand, your reputation, and a reflection of your work ethic and how you run your business. It should be good. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting tougher to rank on Google. Competition is higher than ever and AI is not helping. So you want to make sure that you are staying ahead of the competition, creating better content that is more relevant, helpful, and thorough so that you can earn someone's trust and ultimately their business when they come across your website looking for information. Let me know what you think about this. If you have questions, comments, concerns, just let me know down below in the comment section. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.